and welcome to Leafy Plays Monster Hunter. I'm not going to play this game all the way. I'm just going to show you basically what it's like. Monster Hunter was a really good series, but it's kind of died off now because it was so niche. This game was like the last of the actual console video games. There were a couple of phone releases after that, but this game is actually really nice in that it has a really large naming section. I can actually fit my whole username on here. This game is not all that great, as you can tell by the animations, but I really do love the gameplay of these games, raising monsters. It's kind of like Pokemon, but with a little more of a simulator, virtual pet simulator aspect to it. I don't know, I think you're kind of weird already. Maybe that's because you've never actually battled monsters. Somebody has a bit of an ego. This game has always been about randomly creating monsters. All of them have. The original games required you to insert CDs into the PlayStation in order to get them. This game does it differently. You can either do incantations where you talk into the microphone, or magic field where you doodle. Straight from the heart, huh? Okay. It's a Suezo. I'm sure that's a reference to a past game somehow. Now in this game there's really only two different species of monsters I actually use, or maybe three. Okay, 4, but 2 of them are unlockable, so actually 3 of them are. Don't ask. I'm just doodling for the heck of it. I wouldn't call it intimidating. Play video games all day and your mom's gonna yell at you. Huh? Nothing like a video game telling you that. I'm actually kind of sure that the way it generates is by these little boxes here. Which ones are filled, which ones aren't. Well, that's kind of unique. Shadow Mage, that's pure of heart. No, I don't want that either. Really, there's only one species of monster that I like using out of the default ones. For both its aesthetics and the way it plays. And here's one of them, Flazer. You can actually rotate them around and look at them. They're called tigers for some reason. I think it must be a mistranslation, because clearly they're wolves. Sometimes the A button doesn't work on this naming screen. It's a whole lot better to just do this instead. Forced battle tutorial. I'm just gonna skip over this as much as I can. There's only so fast this will go with all the things, animations it shows. I don't do any of this. I never use the touch screen for battles. I always use the button controls. Great, all it has is charge. That sucks. .4% chance of hitting. If the enemy doesn't have a technique on the slot that you're using, it's a much lower chance. Yeah, you better not get hit. I'm really just whittling time away. Yes, got him. You can actually lose this battle. Okay, surely this thing has more than one technique on it. Oh, it has somersault. Yes. Skill rate star, that's the highest one. Tigers are more of a speedy and accurate type monster. Which is why I like them. I prefer the accuracy. But unfortunately, speed in this game means nothing. You can actually let your monster roam around the field here. There's actually one that you have to unlock around this tree here. Around year 5, the tree will be fully grown and you can get a Hengar, which is one of the 4 types of monsters I actually like to use. And you can see its natural strengths here. It has horrible intelligence and defense, but good everything else. It's especially good at power. And there's actually quite a bit to this game. There's lifespans, and the monster does eventually die in this one. Let's see. Here it is. The goal of the game is to get up to S rank. Although in this game, once you get to S rank, there's ranks above that too. And there's 2 different types of battles, tournament and league. I prefer the tournament kind. There's less battles. And now I'm going to load my actual original save state. Because I was raising a Hengar there. And in this game, there's different types of each monster. And you get them by crossing over certain ones with others. Like this is an Ogyo, and then this is what you would get if you mixed it with a tiger. And after the monsters get old, you can freeze them and then combine them with others and make more powerful baby monsters, and this continues for each generation, and that's basically how you get up to the top. This is one of the... well, this is a Machi, but that's one of the main things in the series, along with Suizo. Here's some of the... this is my favorite tiger here, because of how it looks. It just looks awesome. But unfortunately, it's one of the hardest to get, because you have to get to unlock Galley, and it's one of the worst, the last ones you'll ever unlock. And these guys are cute, but I've never been able to raise one of them very well. If you sit on the screen long enough, they'll usually make a sound. And this is what you get if you cross a monster with another breed that doesn't have a specific mix like these. As you can see, I don't have many monster types. My 4 favorite types are basically mostly accuracy based. There's Hengar, and then there's Tiger. And then there's the Phoenix, which I haven't unlocked yet. Some of the training sessions can be really harsh. Like dropping all these rocks. I'm convinced they're made out of paper. You get to feed your monster every month, and what you feed them really makes a difference because, well, like this promotes fatigue relief, but if you feed it too much of it, your monster will get thin, and then it'll get stressed easy, or weak easy. And then if you feed them too much of this, they'll get fat and they'll stress easy. And I don't remember the last thing I fed them. No idea how it eats that. Hengars are basically left over from an ancient civilization. As you can see, I'm rank D with this, and as far up as I go is B. And in this game, you can actually skip right up to the top thing if you actually have the stats for it, but I don't. But hang on, I had a reason for opening that. The next cup is here. It's a pretty weird creature. Rudy has a mustache. Hey, that's cheating. Not supposed to do that. Of course I am. You can actually, if you praise them too much, spoil them, and then they get really disobedient and stuff. I've never had them get spoiled, but it's always a good idea to rest. Or at least I've found it is. I've never been one of the hardcore Monster Hunter players that can work their monsters to the bone. That's why I fail at Monster Hunter 4. Awesome. I get to show you what happens when you take your monster on a drill. And your monster can fail these trainings too, but it's rare. Except for when they're babies. When they're babies, they tend to fail. I'm not sure why it's called guide. I think it should be guild. But whatever, let's go on a drill. Let's see, I don't remember which one of these I have unlocked. That's S rank. I think that's B. I guess it's A. Okay, no skill. Oh well. I like lots and lots of skill because it has to do with... Wow, that sucks. Gonna lose a roll either way. This is the only game I've seen that handles drills like this. Man, there's a lot of loser rolls on this board. As you can see, I have a much better chance of winning. Wow, really? That hurt. Yeah, you better not get hit. I'm probably going to lose this battle. Yep. That was the most failful drill ever. Well, that's it for now.